Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Jackson's going to keep it. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Raiders 0. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Running it with Jacobs.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Carr.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs, 35 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good.
And it will tie our score here this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Flush to his right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a man who began with the Raiders, it's Latavius Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Latavius Murray scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? You know, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short pass.
That's caught inside the 20. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Raiders 7.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them. Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. 2nd down and 3. Here's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Carr.
And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Drake. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merritt.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. Touchdown!
Bryan Edwards.
39 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Carlson on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
And I have to think that the Ravens are going to continue to find ways to get J.K. Dobbins the ball, and even more in the passing game this year. Just 18 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised to see that number at least double in 2021.
Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Jackson. And he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Jackson on first down, being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays.
Dobbins hit, and he fumbles. And the Raiders pick it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So what a turnaround to begin this second half. A touchdown and then the fumble recovery in quick succession.
It certainly feels like whatever was said at the half, it certainly struck the right chord because they've come out with a lot more fire here in this third quarter. Down 2 scores at the half. Now they're right back in this thing with a chance to capitalize right here.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. On play action, now Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Escaping the pressure right. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Jackson from the shotgun.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And Hunter Renfro's giving them great production for a 5th-round pick. 56 catches last season, and we know he's famous for being 3rd in Renfro, but I think he's pretty good on 1st and 2nd down, too.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Carr now to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there for the Raiders.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and it's 3rd and short.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worse, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Buying time to his left. The quick feet. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's got room.
And that, Charles, you have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, Those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Touchdown Raiders. Bryan Edwards. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Yannick Ngakoue able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
In recent years, pass rush has been a problem for the Raiders. Just 21 sacks in 2020. That ranked 29th in the NFL. What they just did right there, a better example of what they're seeking.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line.
And Marquise Brown is definitely a guy who can take the top off of the defense and make the big catches downfield. Also known as Hollywood, now in his 3rd season from Oklahoma. Wants to make more catches like the one we just saw there, the routine variety.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Flushed out right. Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Nice sharp run there by Kenyon Drake, and he's awfully tough to get on the ground. And how about this Raiders backfield? It's certainly not lacking for punch, having signed Drake this year and already having Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Now, Drake, he's never had a 1,000-yard season, but last year in Arizona was his best yet. 955 yards and 10 rushing touchdowns, plus he can catch it swinging out of the backfield.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Now a play fake. Carr. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Brandon Stevens there on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Carr. And his throw here is incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Here's Carr to throw. Caught by Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders
Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point by Carlson. They will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Throwing, Jackson.
Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it's a 2nd down.
Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game 31-31.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Break on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequence.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Ravens 38, Raiders 31.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back. And
my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33.
And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us, all these games count now.